I'm Stephen Kennedy, Global Head of Public Policy at ISDA, and I'm here at our 36th Annual General Meeting with Rupert Thorne, the Deputy Secretary General of the Financial Stability Board. Rupert, welcome. I know that the FSB recently published its 2022 work plan, and one of the items on the agenda is digital innovation.
Yes, that's right, Steve. So digital innovation obviously covers a very broad number of subjects, but a particular focus this year is the work on crypto assets. Crypto assets, they can create tremendous benefits for society, but they come along with risks, and we need to make sure that the basic idea of same business, same risks, same regulation applies. And that's easy to say. The devil, though, is in the details. We're undertaking work in three areas here. On stable coins, where we're following up on our high-level principles with a consultation paper in October. On so-called unbacked crypto assets, Bitcoin would be the largest example, but there are many other types. To look there too as consistency of standards across different use cases. And finally on decentralized finance more broadly. So we're looking into this. At the same time, we're very conscious of the importance of improving payment systems digitally, and I'd like to highlight our cross-border payments roadmap, which is into its second year now, and is a very important initiative.
Tell us more about the roadmap.
So the roadmap is aiming to make cross-border payments faster, cheaper, more inclusive, and more transparent. And it's aiming to do that through a range of measures, both to improve existing cross-border payment systems and to explore the potential benefits of new forms of innovation. Crypto assets would be one, central bank digital currencies another, and new forms of technology to interlink financial systems. There are a wide range of actions taking place there, including working with CPMI, the payment system standard setter, and it's very important there, and this will be something that we're going to be emphasizing this year, to be working in partnership with private sector to form public-private sector solutions here.
Interesting. I know that climate is also part of the FSB agenda. Can you tell us a little bit more about your work there?
So that's our second roadmap. We have the roadmap on cross-border payments, we have the roadmap on climate. And here, the FSB's focus is in our mandate of financial stability, which is look at financial risk, but also within the broad suite of ESG, we're focusing on climate. This is where I think the work on financial risk is furthest forward and where the work is most critical. So there's four areas for the roadmap. The first is disclosures, to promote the work on global disclosure standard, following up on our TCFD recommendations. The second is on data, improving data more broadly. Here we want to work with, and we are working with NGFS, IMF, many other counterparties. Third is on better understanding the vulnerabilities from the financial system face, and particularly again from a global perspective. And finally on supervisory and regulatory approaches. I'd like to give a quick commercial for our consultation paper that's out on supervisory and regulatory approaches right now, where consultation is open until I think the end of June. We really welcome feedback from the private sector on that.
Okay. And non-bank financial intermediation is also a focus area.
So here we have a work program that's been ongoing for a number of years, ever since the global financial crisis. I think the events of March 2020 and the dash for cash put a new angle to that, a new area of emphasis. We have several. Non-bank financial intermediation obviously covers a very diverse ecosystem. We have a number of initiatives here, including on money market funds, where we put out some policy proposals, on margin calls, on CCPs and improving resolution and resolvability, where we put out a paper that we're looking for feedback on. We're going to tie it all together later this year with a paper on a systemic approach to addressing MBFI. So look out for that in about October, I would say.
Rupert Thorne, the Deputy Secretary General of the Financial Stability Board, thank you for outlining a very large portfolio of items for the year. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks very much, Stephen.